Beautiful downtown Montreal, where it was an annual rite of springtime to gather for the Stanley Cup playoffs. But as you know, it's been a while, 4 years as they get set for Boston and the Canadiens. Meantime, if the feeling's good there, it has to be doubly good at Nassau Coliseum on Long Island. It's been an 8-year wait for the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Islanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs coming up. Welcome to a big night of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll start with a glimpse of the Molson Centre in Montreal. The Boston Bruins and the Canadiens play Game 3. The Habs won Game 1, 5-2. The Bruins won Game 2, 6-4. 3 successive years out of the playoffs for the Canadiens. That matches the number of years they were out entirely for 58 years previous. They'd missed in 95, 1970, and 1948. Tough times are over for the Canadiens, and they get set for the Bruins. Meantime, on Long Island, where they won consecutive Stanley Cups from 1980 to 83, and a big part of the rivalry back then was the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're pumped to see Game 3 of that series. This is the only undefeated team in the Stanley Cup playoffs, Toronto. So as much as the emotions are running high for the fans in both cities, the Islanders know they have to find a way to score some goals and to win. It's a big night around the NHL, as I mentioned. Those 2 games are Games 3 of series. There are 6 in the Stanley Cup playoff derby tonight. The other 4 games will be Games 4, always considered the most crucial or swing game in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Later on this evening, we'll be on the air from GM Place in Vancouver, eager to see how the Canucks react to Game 3 and a defeat on home ice. The Detroit Red Wings back in that series. But that's for later. When we come back, we'll split up the network. Viewers in the province of Quebec, and don't forget, the French network has this game in its entirety. We'll send you to Montreal, where Steve Armitage is there with John Davidson and Don Whitman, Scott Oak, Bob Cole, Harry Neal in New York for the rest.
In goal, number 35, on the bench, number 3, also on the bench, number 29, starting off with number 17, John Bates. At center, number 79, Alexei Yashin. And on the right wing, number 37, Mark Harris. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps, as tonight's colors will be presented by the NYPD Ceremonial Unit. Also, please welcome Jeff Herbst as he sings the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard over thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And now please join New York City Police Officer Carl Dixon as we honor America and its armed forces with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose first stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
Oh, yes. We greet you from New York. Good evening, everybody. I'm Bob Cole with Harry Neal. 16,234, that's capacity jammed in here. Curtis Joseph stopped 44 of 45 Islander shots in the two games in Toronto. His 13th career Stanley Cup shutout in Game 2.